OneDrive, welcome back everybody. I'm Prakash Vedhan, your trainer for this entire series. So from today we are starting another one journey about OneDrive. This OneDrive is your cloud space to store your all the documents, whatever files or the folders that you are using along with the Office 365, or you can say your Microsoft team as well. That means all the documents or whatever you use with the help of this Outlook even, it goes straight away in a one centralized location. That's a OneDrive. So you might be wondering when this Microsoft started using this OneDrive. Actually it was started since 2007, and it was initially used to store the BitLocker key and all. Obviously the file storage option is always there, but now during this pandemic, I do believe that the utilization of this OneDrive has reached to the maximum limit. That means the maximum clients, they have started using this OneDrive. So that's why I thought of making this video to help my friends so that they can utilize more, okay, by getting proper guideline. So that's why today I'm here to help you in order to use properly the OneDrive. So we have two options actually whenever you talk about the OneDrive. Number one, you can straight away, you just log into your Outlook account or any this account that's associated with this 365. So after that you can access your OneDrive from there as well straight away. But you might be having one of your this personal account through which you wanted to use your OneDrive. So in my case, I am using my OneDrive over here using my personal mail address. So that's why this mail is already now, whatever files and folders that I do have over here, so it's going to list it over here easily. But if you want to use OneDrive, okay, along with your local cache, that means whenever you access any kind of document from the Microsoft, most probably Office 365, your Microsoft team, okay, Outlook, whatever files or folders that you store, it gets stored in one centralized store. So that's your Microsoft OneDrive. So now if you wanted to have a local cache of that document, in that case you do have option to download the local version of this one, so that whenever you create any kind of file, you store it in your OneDrive, so the one copy of that file will get loaded in your system. So if you are not able to get access over the cloud, you can have a local cache of your data. Of course, we are going to have a long journey. We are going to see how we can sync the data, and also first I would like to show you how to download this Microsoft OneDrive set of file. Okay, so in order to do that, this is a simple step. You go to any browser and just say search engine, I mean to say that, then you go to in search of OneDrive. Let's say OneDrive download, simple. Okay, or you might be able to go straight away to the Microsoft and you download from this Microsoft straight away, because it's a official source is obviously this OneDrive. So I just wanted to show you that it can be searched from any browser anywhere. So that's why I took you to the Google Chrome. So that's why now you see, after you hit that site, okay, after you hit that, in order to download the set of file of your OneDrive, so that your file gets stored in a local cache. Whenever there is no electricity, there is no internet, still you can have access to your data from the local cache. Of course, there are so many advantages that we're going to see in detail. So now after I come to this site, okay, before we started downloading, so I want you to see one page over here. Okay, so let's see if I go about this, what are the features that I do have in this Microsoft. Okay, you can go about the online cloud storage, this address, and you find these are the things. That means, why do I need to use this OneDrive from the Microsoft? Number one, all the documents, all the files and folders that you have stored over the OneDrive space, that means that's a centralized storage space for the Microsoft. So in that case, you can have access of those documents from any part of the world, anywhere. Now the days of carrying your USB flash drive, your external hard disk, those days are gone, because you can easily store the data over the cloud. So that the advantage of that one is that you can access this file from any corner, anytime, from any device. Okay, now that is the number one reason or the feature that we all are using nowadays with this Microsoft product. Of course, it's in a form of OneDrive. So the next feature that we have over here is that you can have backup and protection over here with the help of this OneDrive. Backup in a sense, any file or a folder that you create, it will automatically be copied over the cloud. Of course, whenever you go to the OneDrive.com, obviously it's going to take a copy of that over the Microsoft this data center only. So apart from that, if you have locally installed OneDrive that I'm going to show you, that there will be one copy in your system and one copy will be stored over the cloud, okay, in a cloud platform. And another one reason why we need to use over here, or why we prefer, the many people we prefer, it's because of the security. That means it's protected. Obviously, it's not easy to crack down all the data that's been stored over your OneDrive, so we can be sure that it is stored. Why? Because it goes over the HTTPS, and I do believe all of you know the meaning of HTTPS. And The third feature that we have over here is that you can work on collaboration. That means you can share your files, your folders, your any amount of file, any kind of your document as per the space that you have been specified over the cloud actually. So you can have a permission to share any kind of files and a folder, and we can work on collaboration. That means the same document can be edited by the multiple client at the same time. So it might be by sharing your any kind of idea, or it might be your utilizing in educational institutions, so that you all are working on a collaboration for this result processing, comment, anything, any object, right? So that can be used in order to have the collaboration feature. So these are the main features that help us, that encourage us to use this Microsoft product in a form of here OneDrive. Now I'm going to show you how to download and how to do the setup of your OneDrive. So here we go now. So after I go to the download from this Microsoft, I'll get this option download. Okay, now if I click download, it will start downloading. See, the download has already started. That means 35.6 MB, around like that. Now, so after it gets download, in fact, I have already downloaded in my system. So I'd like to show you that. Okay, so I'm going to pause this download, because I don't need that, because I have already downloaded in my local disk. So I already have over here. So I'd like to take you here. Let's go to Teams. I get it's over here. Okay, now I have setup file. See, OneDrive setup.exe. So I'm going to click setup one. So of course I need to have administrative privilege, so I'm going to file. Okay, so let it install fully. It might take few seconds, or it might take 1 or 2 minutes. So that's why I'm gonna just be in halt over here. So rather than just pausing this video, so I suggest you to wait for at least 1 or 2 minutes, so that you can see the entire process of installing this OneDrive local version for your desktop, or it might be your laptop or any device that you have. So let it install. It takes few more seconds. See, now it is downloading, it is installing actually. So it takes few more seconds more. So it will ask you to do further configuration. Okay, it will ask you to provide with your mail address and all. So after that, we are going to continue for the further process of continuing for the installation and working with your OneDrive. So let's wait for a few more seconds. So it's going to install now. So now after that, after you just complete this installation, now it is going to give you this screen. Okay, the setup is done. Now you'll have to log in. That means it's asking you have installed a local version of this, your OneDrive in your device, in your desktop. So what is the authentication? That means for which mail address you would like to sync it, because the main purpose of installing this OneDrive locally is that you are going to sync from the cloud or from the local to the cloud. So that's why it is going to ask you to provide with your mail authentication. So I'm going to click the sign in, and I'm going to provide that mail address, which is going to be synced into the OneDrive. This is my address. I'm going to sign in. Now you see the detailed information, how you can download and how you can log in. So it's asking me to provide with my password. That's my authentication, and along with the authorization. Of course, from the Microsoft point of view, we do have certain right that we cannot have full permission on this, okay, in terms of the quota, okay, your storage, this capacity, all these things. So it's going to schedule or go through the entire checkup actually. So it's going to read all the information that I provided just now, and then it's going to allow you to load the local version of that. Now see, it's working. Of course, it's going to take 1 or 2 minutes sometime, because it has to get synced. I have already downloaded, so don't worry. So it's working on that. In background, it's working actually. So let's provide one more time. Might be having some issue in my system along with the bandwidth, so that's why it's taking longer time, but normally it doesn't take. Okay, now it's asking you, the most important screen is this. What is asking you over here, that whenever you are going to work with your cloud platform, that means in a OneDrive, whenever you go to the browser and you type onedrive.com, so whatever files you are going to create a copy or paste in that OneDrive, where do you want those files and folders to be copied in your local system? So it's asking you the information. Would you like to change the location? So it's asking. That means in my case, the OneDrive, all the files and folders that I'm going to create over the cloud, or whatever files and folder I do have in my account through which I have passed this authentication right now. So where do you want those folders from the cloud to be replicated in your local machine? It's asking that. So this one, that file will get copied in my system under C, users, del. This is the name of the user. Okay, these are the users object. This is the name of that user. Inside this users property or the console, this OneDrive name folder will be created, and inside this we are going to have all the files or folder whatever I have with my previously entered mail address. Okay, so let's go to next. If you are interested to change it, you can change all that. So it's asking you now, a OneDrive folder already exists on this PC. That means with the some name, OneDrive folder is already here. So it's asking if you are connecting with the same OneDrive account as before, then use this folder. Otherwise, choose a new location, because the OneDrive folder is already there, because I do have so many accounts in order to test. So that's why I'm going to choose a new folder, not this one. Okay, so I'm going to choose a new folder. So I'm going to write over here, let's say folder. Okay, let's put inside the test folder name test itself. Okay. Now it's synchronizing all of those. Now all the files and folders that I do have in my OneDrive is going to be synchronized now into that folder. So next, so on this device are always available, obviously. If I go back only online, then these two will be useless for me, because I would like to show you that the local cache of the data also can be shown. So that's why I selected this option. Go to next. And do you want this mobile app? Obviously, I'm not going to talk about this mobile app at this moment, because we are using the laptop. So that's what I'm going to do later. Then open my OneDrive folder. Now see, all these files, all the folders that I had previously will get listed inside this. That means these are the information I do have. And the icon, if you see over here, the tick means it is already synced. Okay, tick means this one is already synced. Now see, it is not fully done, but most probably it has been uploaded. Now I would like to take you to the browser and to show that the files and folder that I have over here inside the test. Okay, this today.jpg, this file is already there over the cloud. See, October 2020. Okay, now let's see, that file is being actually replicated over here. So it will take few more seconds, because it's been uploaded for the first time. Whenever you upload the data, okay, whenever you install this from the cloud to the local, it's going to take some more minutes. So that's why all of these files, whatever I have over here, it is going to be now synchronized easily. All these things will be synchronized one by one. So it takes time, few more seconds, and then you'll understand that all of these files are actually already replicated from the cloud version to my local. See, this was the file that was created, and it's been obviously automatically it's been synchronized to my local computer. So that one is over here. See here. So it will take few more seconds, or few more minutes, or sometime. It depends upon the size of your data, and then the entire thing what I have over here is going to be copied in my local computer. So this was the process, how to go to the OneDrive, how to download the setup file of OneDrive, how to install, and how to provide with the authentication with your mail address. Now in the next video we are going to see how to synchronize some of the files or the folder from the cloud to your local storage, or from the local storage to the cloud. So if you find it fruitful and easy, please do like and subscribe. Thank you.